Morning, my friends. Welcome to Live Inspired with John O'Leary. One of the, I think, best expressions we can ever hear are these words. You're not alone. You're not alone. I'm hoping that you've heard those before in the past when you've shared something personal. I know that I certainly have in my own past. It's just this past weekend I heard them in a most unusual setting from a most unusual character. Let me quickly explain to you what that means today. On Sunday morning this week past, I had an opportunity of speaking at a camp called NubAbility. It was begun just 5 or so years ago by a gentleman who is missing his left hand, and he wondered if other kids were dealing with the same challenges that he dealt with, if they were struggling getting along in the community, and if they were having difficulties playing sports. So this gentleman, wonderful Sam, starts this camp. Few campers come year 1, a few more year 2, and here we are in year 5. Almost 200 kids from 40 some states show up at this little camp in Southern Illinois to learn about sports, to learn about themselves, to learn about life, and to recognize they're not alone. They're not alone. It was an incredible, incredible thing to be a part of, NubAbility. Well, at the final day on Sunday, a little boy whose name I won't share publicly right now revealed that the cancer that took his left arm has come back into his lungs. He is struggling in every way imaginable, of course, with this reality now. He's 9 or 10 years old. He shares this. There's this random and beautiful moment when all these kids who are all dealing with their own challenges come to the front of this theater and they all pray for him. It's an incredible moment, actually. As they are all going back to their seats, there's a little boy, and I'm standing right up next to this fellow whose cancer has come back. This little boy next to him puts his both good arms around him, pulls him in tight, and says, "Brother, you're okay. You're going to be fine, and you're not alone. You're not alone." And then he put his arms down, and they had their arms wrapped around each other as they walked back to their seats. It's then that I noticed that the gentleman who said, "You're not alone, it's okay, you're not alone," that he was missing both of his legs from his upper knees all the way down to his toes. You're not alone. You're not alone. 9 and 10-year-old kids understand that we are meant and intended and built to do life together. I think from time to time as we progress through life, my friends, we forget this same truth. We are intended, we are built, we are made to do life together. I invite you today to extend your hand across the bridge, across the wall, across the aisle, across the boardroom, across the bedroom, to find someone who is in need of love, to find someone who is in need of the recognition that they are not alone, that you are there for them. In doing so, you will not only elevate them, you're certainly going to elevate yourself. In our most recent podcast, I interviewed an incredible, incredible lady who talked about after September 11th, how she was brought in to remind those who had lost one or both parents in the attack that they weren't alone, and the power of this truth when these children heard those words and then recognized them to be true. My friends, check it out at Live Inspired with John O'Leary, anywhere you pull down your podcast, or you can cruise over to johnolearyinspires.com. Before this time, and until next time, this is John O'Leary. This is your day. You are not alone, and it is your day to live inspired.